Um, so the second day, um, she's still in the NICU. That second day was horrible. Horrible. And around that time, too, like, my best friend couldn't take off like she usually do because her and her husband was paying majority of the rent. Like, she had to be careful with when she took off and everything like that. So because her and her husband was paying more majority of the rent than the other two because they didn't have papers. They were still working like under the table or something like that, or just like getting handy jobs or whatever around. So they didn't really always have the rent. So it was really both of them really like coming up with most of the majority of the rent. So she couldn't take off like she usually did when she did the first 2 times when I had my kids, my daughters. Um so the next day, like, I was there by myself, like, not even him. And they tried to use the excuse like, oh, he's not used to hospitals because his grandfather died and everything like that. But once he had that other child with the other Haitian baby mama that I ended up having issues with, he stayed in the hospital with her. So it was just for him to do whatever he wanted to do. So I remember having to go pee. Because now they take the catheter out of you and, you're supposed to go pee on your own. And when I get up, I immediately shot back down. Because I never experienced pain so bad. I don't know what in my mind made me think like the gown was that heavy. And mind you, I'm still like, every time I get pregnant, I always hit 300 and over. Them times. So I'm sitting there literally like, now I'm boohoo crying. I done peed all over the floor. And I'm there by myself. My whole gown is off. I don't even care. I'm literally sitting on the edge of this bed, butt booty naked, boohoo crying. The nurse comes in, she rushes in, and she grabs me, and she like just holds me. And she's like, "Are you okay? Is everything okay?" And I just look at her like a big ass bitch. I just, how you like when you start remembering like your old like memories and stuff like that. It's like an out of body experience. Like, maybe because my imagination is like very vivid, and I can actually like watch it like I'm watching a movie. Like, I look just like I think I look like a big ass pumpkin with titties. I look like a big ass 14-year-old. Like a fucking big ass, sorry, I keep cursing. A big ass 14-year-old crying. Crying. And I just remember looking at her and I was like, I said, it hurts so bad. And I'm by myself. All I had to go do is pee, and I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it by myself, because y'all have to remember, like, I've always been independent, like, to the point where I didn't even I go through these days even now. Like, all I just want is some relief. Being the strong person all the time, it takes so much. And it was like, even in that moment, because here I have this guy that I'm in love with. Now I have 2 kids by him. He has 2 other kids, a maybe baby, which is his. And now we got another girl that's pregnant. We don't know if it's his. Then he's constantly making me feel bad about myself. He's still hitting me. Like, I was just going through, and now I'm here in this hospital by myself. I could have died. Our baby could have died. And nobody really knows beside my best friend. I don't think I even told her about the maybe baby, not the maybe baby. She knew about the maybe baby, but this other one that's now recently pregnant, and now there's, like, I don't think I told her around the time about this new baby that's about to come. So I'm literally dealing with all this on my own. Now I'm physically in pain. It's not emotions anymore. It's physical. So all of that, and you gotta remind, I just had a baby. So it's like, the emotions is just real. So she helped me to the bathroom and clean me up and everything like that. So by the time everybody comes, now this, I was really shocked. His little sister comes. The one that hooked up my best friend with her now husband at this time. And she comes, which I was kind of surprised. But she was the type of person, just like her mom, likes to play everybody's sides. She may not like you, but she'll pretend to like you to get information and go to the opposite side to tell whatever. So I don't know if it was because she was there and he was trying to show off, or what he was telling them at the time. But when he got there, they all got there. They each was going to the NICU. And mind you, it's Thanksgiving, so they're each taking turns to go to the NICU to go see the baby. So when they do this, it's my best friend and his little sister in the room, and him. Because I think Gillian was in there for a while too when they first. Oh, they don't want me to tell the start of the story. So I give him, because he wanted her middle name to be like a real unique hood name. I'm gonna say it's a real hood name, because they all had, the mom had this thing with all the girls having a certain middle name for all the girls, because all her daughters have it. So she wanted all his daughters to have the same middle names, all of them. So I give him the paper because I didn't know how he wanted, because when he was telling me how to spell the middle name, because I didn't know how to spell it because it was that unique. He told me to sell. So when I hand him the paper, I guess because he didn't realize, like, the father has to be in the room the time that the birth certificate person is there for him to sign. So I guess he thought I was trying to make him sign the birth certificate, because he was like, I'm not going to sign it type thing or whatever, because they knew, like, once you signed it, like, you're automatically responsible, even though, like, I've never cheated on this dude. So I didn't care, because with each and one of my kids, I always offered to go pay for the DNA test myself if they ever had a doubt that any of my kids were theirs. If